Howdy, howdy. Okay, let me just have a look. Multi-view. No. I don't really know. I don't really. Chat. There we go. I have chat up. Hello. Okay, let's build some for Skyrim. Same old, same old. I'm just building stuff, looking at things, creating fun snails, you know. Oh, except from now, I found my little graphical tablet. Look, it's here. Here. Yeah, it's not very good. It needs to be bigger, and it'd be nice to add a display on it. But I mean, it's okay for some stuff. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, it did pick it up. Cool. So this one, I think, was the first time that I actually really went into enchanting. So I think we're just going to go with that. I think, yes. I think we need some of these flames to go up here. I need to get rid of myself. Although, actually, what I can do, which could be pretty... Yeah, what I can do, which could be pretty cool, was to just sort of have me up here. And then just like an army of skeleton-y people. I think yes. I think yes. I think that's what we'll go for this time. Okay, in which case we want just the main part. So I'll have me in it as well. Cool. So I want just that. So Control J. We'll get rid of that. Beautiful. We can grab this. We can set you way up here. Now I'm thinking like almost like a podium that I'm standing on, and then just like a hell of a load of skeletons down here, like a sea of skeletons. That's what we're going with. And then we'll do some fuzzy stuff. We'll do some funky stuff around the edges and things like that. So let's get our little video here. Where is... I'm looking for the actual podium that you stand on. This one. God, this neck come on. Right. I'm just using like left and right arrows to like get to where I need to be. You see, I could grab that. It'd be nice if I could see the whole thing. Ah. Let's have a look. You see, annoyingly, I walk sideways onto it. So we're going to have to get it from like here somewhere. Without the bow in my way. Hope everyone stays good. And I'm just hitting E on VLC player to just go through frame by frame, but it can mess it up a little bit. So... maybe we need to get him when we first see him. Oh yeah, that's a good one, because as you can see here, I've got like a big solid like thing of it. I can always, like a big solid view of it. I can always crop these out. I can always get rid of these people. That's not a problem. And I can flip it around. So that's probably what we're going for. Yeah, I think yes. Okay, right, print screen that. Bring that into Photoshop. We do this. Boop. We get the bit that actually we care about, which is sort of this. Cool. Control J to get a copy of that. We can delete this one now. We can see, because what I might do is I might just have these like steps going up and then this here. If I go T, nope. Make sure you're on the right layer. Go T. Control T. Let's have a look at what we've got. So that pillar looks important. That looks important. That looks important. I can cut him out. Let's clone him out now, shall we? Yeah, so right click on that, grab the clone tool. We just hold Alt, we click, we move over a little bit. We just click. Then we click on the top part. over here somewhere. We move that over, we click, grab this part, we just click. See how it's slowly disappearing? It's because my hardness is low. I need that really set to like something quite heavy. There we go, so he's sort of gone there. Yeah, so he's sort of gone there, now it's just that bit, but I think we'll probably end up cropping that out anyway. So, you. Do I care about you? Probably not, actually. I found out something really interesting, actually. If you go on the lasso tool, you right-click. I've never used polygonal lasso, but basically it just means it does straight lines. And you can zoom right in, so it actually does very light jaggedy lines. But just remember... Oh wait, I'm on the magnetic one. Zoop. Crap, did I go up too high? I might have gone up too high. Actually, no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Do I want this? I could always cut it out later, couldn't I? Not picking you up, because I just want this, really. And then we'll just go down here. And then we just connect back up. Fine, sure. Control J, let's see what it looks like. I might get rid of that top bit. And some of this bottom bit, because that just looks like arse. In fact, that whole thing looks like arse, doesn't it? If you hit Control Z, you'll just get it back. It's fine. I might get this whole bit. Maybe if we use this and just sort of do that. Control J. That one, that way. Why is it? Okay, we delete those, we go again. Cool, so I've selected this. I might actually want some of this stuff as well. So up here you've got deselect, select, only select, and then only the intersection. So we go for this one. We come up here, we just go whoop, and we're good. Control J. Now let's cut everything else out. Maybe we just use the rubber. You'll do this a lot going through them all. But I think we could actually make this look pretty good, especially when I start up in the lighting and stuff like that. I think it'll look fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, I kind of want this tomb thing here. And maybe this as well. Everything else can kind of go away and I can do stuff with that, which is fine. But this whole like big rock here, I want. Again, we don't really want the sharp edges, do we? I am actually going to just rub all of this out because this looks pretty horrendous, doesn't it? And then like these sharp edges, again, they don't look very good. We can feather them and we can do all sorts to them, but... Or actually, do we just cut across this? Because I want him to be at the top of this, so maybe we just cut across this. Whoop. There we go. There are better ways, but as always, there's always a better way, and there's always new ways of doing it, because Photoshop always comes out with new stuff. Like every update, and it's sometimes just nice to have what you know and use it well. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we flip this horizontally, we make it massive. Whoop. We can do stuff with the coloring, that's not a problem. Maybe we get rid of all this stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? And again, we could use the rubber and just rub it all out like this. Or we could use like a masking tool, with the rubbers, you've just got to be a bit careful because sometimes you can be too zoomed in, that'll look weird. Or you make the rubber massive for this little bit. Rub all this rubbish out. I can feather the edges of this, it's not a problem. This one. Actually, no. I want this to sort of be underneath that. Sort of zoom out to there. I could then put like a huge background image on this. And then I can do stuff to the colors to make it change and make it look somewhat okay. You know, I kind of want to get rid of this. Yeah, I kind of want to get rid of that since it's just me and the dude. So maybe we... Perfect. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to fill this bottom area. I'm going to put a background on. I'm just going to fill this bottom area with like a shit ton of skulls, you know? Like skeletons, sorry. Skulls. Here. Okay, maybe we actually get our man then. If we... I can get rid of this one now because this is pointless. This one. Okay, this is where it's going to get fun because I've got to really zoom in here and find everything I need. So I could either mask it or I could just zoom in and delete it basically. There's my face, how pretty. Okay, this rubber size is way too big. And already did it wrong. Okay, let's make this smaller, shall we? We could also turn the hardness down a little bit. If you turn the hardness down, it makes the cohesion of the image a lot more natural because you get those colors bleeding over. So like this part, you would have noticed that really quite heavy, same as this. But when you've turned the cohesion down, when you've turned the hardness down, it gives you that level of like fuzziness that you can really mess around with and just roll with, you know. But then if you want to do like an outline, it becomes hugely problematic. And like the other thing is life isn't exactly like perfect, and if you look at it and it is, it will look really wrong. So it's nice to just sort of be a bit haphazard with it. Again, I know it sounds weird, but the more like haphazard and just sort of bleh you do, it gives you space to deal with it later on if you need to. This is all the same image. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come up here. Again, because we're unsure about all of this, we're just going to click. We're not going to drag too much. Hey, lovely. We go over this side, we do all this. And again, I could like do the side of this quite a lot. I can do that at least. There we go. And I do need to make this brush a little bit smaller to get in between these, because at the moment it's just too big. So let's go down. So instead of 20 pixels, we'll go down like 6, because then we can just sort of do that, you know. And again, don't be too harsh with it. Like, that looks wrong. You see that cut in there? That's the big problem here. Because you'll notice that really quite drastically. Let's do this. Let's do this. Perfect. Yeah, because I didn't even do like art in A level or anything like that, but I've always been fascinated by it. or like at university or anything like that. Like that hole there might become a bit of an issue. We'll see later on, but it might. Okay, and then just the same with these ones. So whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, that might look a bit weird when we zoom out, but oh well. It is what it is at this point. We go zoop, zoop. Make it all look normal. We go zoop, we go zoop. Yeah, because what we're doing is we're rubbing out the background of this image, so then we can put like an actual image on the back of it, and it will look a lot more cohesive. It'll look more natural. Because right now, if I put an image at the back of this, it's not going to look particularly great. It's just going to look like I've cut it out of like a magazine. Whereas, even these like darker bits that you see every now and again here, if you just sort of leave some in, you can, like, it's not really an exact science, this stuff. But these like weird greeny parts, you will see those quite heavily. So I'm just going to pop all of those out of the way. So now if we zoom out, oh, wrong one. If you hit Control and minus, it zooms out. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. I might move me like over here somewhere, because the problem with YouTube thumbnails is that they're quite small. A lot of people watch YouTube on like tablets, things like that. Let's make this. Let's make this part here, the stairs, more in line sort of color-wise with this. So if we just click off of this, if we just go image, so we're on the right layer. If you go image, you can go adjustments. I always like saturation and stuff, because then I can really like mess around with it. I always like to turn the saturation way up. We can do like something like this. So turn saturation up, and then you can just like shift the hue around quite a lot. So like that end was pretty good. Like that also looked pretty good. I could also rub a bunch of this out to really make it look good, but I mean, this will do. This will do. This is fine. I can always use the rubber, and I can like edge all of this together. But sometimes the jank looks good, you know? And then lightness. I can turn the lightness way up. I can turn the lightness way down, depending on what we need. I don't like the sort of purpley aspect to it. I want like a more brown. It'll do. It is what it is. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. We hit OK, because a lot of this is going to get covered by just sheer amount of skeletons at the bottom. Do I want to move? Oh, actually, we need to zoom back in there, because I see a part that I've missed, and that will really show up. So we zoom back in, we scroll up to it. See this? See this? You'll really see that. So we pop this, we pop this. Hardness can go way down for this, because we want some of that green to come through, but not like a lot of it. There we go. And again, like I said, leave some bits in. Cool. I'm going to leave the bottom part because that looks fine. Let's zoom back out. Sorry, it's like really dark here. I can't really see very much. Lovely. Okay, let's get generic cave background, shall we? I tend to just use like freemium things online. So like I use Unsplash to just be like cave. And then I just pick one of these. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little. That could be pretty good. It's like a load of things at the bottom. Or that, I could twist that round. That might look really decent, actually. I'm looking for one that is like something like this, but I don't like it when there's water in it. Maybe that would look really good. That would look okay. Again, I don't really want to see a way out. Oh, that looks fun. Yeah, maybe we use this one. Okay, right, we'll use this one. It's kind of blue. It's a bit icy. Sure, why not? Hey, why not? If you just hit download, yeah, whatever. And then you can just like drag it in. It will take a little while to load in. Ta-da! Okay, right. You see now it's sort of over me here. That's just where the layers are wrong. So you can just drag one layer above the others. Now, all looks a bit weird. Isn't right scaling wise. So we can either just drag the living hell out of it and make it absolutely huge, which could be quite cool, and just pop that over here, and then I could do stuff with the hue and saturation and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. That actually looks okay, and then I can just have loads of skeletons because that gives a lot to look at, you know. So we'll hit enter. I've had no training on how to do any of this, by the way. You have to make it...
Playing from desktop M2E4.
This bitch. Right, anyway. Let's change the hue of this, because it's got good colour. I just want different colours. Oh yeah, something like that. And then loads of colour. Although saying that, it is a bit bright. Maybe we turn the darkness. Oh yes. Right. Now we just need to find the right colour for it. You see what I mean? How good does that look now? It looks like a bit like a rave at the moment, but again, I think I'm going to feather these edges a little bit because they just look, like I said, it looks like you just cut it out of a magazine, and you don't really want that look. That looks okay. That looks okay. Sure. Let's feather these edges. When you feather edges, you can use a really big brush. You can turn the hardness way down. And then, if you're using the rubber tool, you can just sort of click near it. And you see how it like slowly darkens the edges a little bit? There we go. Never be afraid to go big with this sort of stuff. Like, I don't really like how the edges turn out here. So we might end up just going along with like a hard rubber, just rubbing those edges out. But if you do this, again, it lets all the other colours kind of bleed through and it makes it look so much better. So now I think as long as we just put some hard edges in this corner, I think we'll be all right. So let's put some hard edges in. This time, like I said, I'm going to show you the polygonal lasso because it's funky. We're going to start off here. We're going to go to here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go to like here. You do have to be a bit careful when you're using like straight lines because they can look very weird. But I think this may actually look okay. But we'll see, I guess. And again, it's not an exact science. Have some fun with it. Try some stuff. See what you can do. If it isn't right, go back and try again. Like, I'm probably going to have to resize this now because I'm going to cut a load of it off. It's going to look like his ass is just hanging off the edge. And does it matter? No. Oh yeah, and then the best part about the polygonal lasso is you can like just click somewhere over here. And then I think you can right click and it will just connect it all together. I'm unsure though, so we'll find out. Nope. It's just added another one. Cool. Well then you just go back to the start. Nice. So now I've got this whole part selected, so I should just be able to delete. And that has added in my stairs for me. Cool. And then you can deselect it. So you can just create a nice big thing here. And just deselect everything. See, warning, no pixels are selected. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, and then we can just grab this. We can hit Control T. We can right click, we can warp, we can just grab it and we can drag it out. I don't like the look of that. Let's Control Z that. Instead of warping, let's do a distort instead. And then we can just zoom it out. Nice. If I put him above that, how's it look? Not so good. Not so good. Okay, okay. Well, that'll do for now then. Okay, let's add a load of skeletons. So, we'll go on here. I believe there's quite a few skeletons around here. Getting sneak peeks, you lucky people. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can find some. Hello. Chad's dancing over there. Right. I need one that's kind of running at me a little. Right, let's just jump by 5 seconds per time. There was one that was very, very like forwards with me. That's annoying.
Give me all the souls.
Okay. Carrying on. Forwards. I need one that's like running at me. I need one that's close. So we can skip through all of these. Sorry, this is like the boring part. Did any of you run at me? Hold on. E. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. You see how, like... No. Get the bow out of the way. Perfect. Okay, right. You see the, like, difference in the RGB values here? That is going to be very easy to grab, he says. As long as Photoshop stays out of my way a little bit, that is very easy to grab. I wonder if you turn towards me at all. The other thing is I don't want the reticle or the arrow in the way. But there's a lot of other things here. Maybe if I can get him a little bit further. But you see he's getting more faded because of the fog. It's going to be harder to pick him up. So let's go back to here. Ooh. Going to be someone down here. This is too big a room to defend. Oh, right. This could be good. You see, this is the way. Maybe we just search Skyrim skeleton, hey? Skyrim skeleton. No, not skeleton. Key. Skeleton. Images. But again, you want a lot of contrast. Something like that is fine. Something like that would be really good. Let's just have a look at you. Again, you kind of want the whole skeleton. Is this a whole skeleton? Whole skeleton? Give. Hello. Whenever you want to load, I'll be here. Anything you do. Okay. Go away. More options. Beautiful. Can I just right click and copy this? Oh, why? Okay. In which case, we right click, we open image in new tab. We click on it. I think that'll be fine. I can make it bigger. I can grab that easily. We can just copy image. We can go to this. We can just paste image. Boop. Now, the best part about these ones is I probably could just set background color to white or something. But what I can also do, if I hit enter, is I can just select subject. And then Photoshop will do it for me, hopefully. Or they'll get most of it. Pretty good. We're missing a leg, but other than that, we're pretty good. So let's add a little bit extra. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. From what I can see, all looks pretty good. I'm not too happy with that. If I zoom in, see all this white? This white's going to get in the way. So maybe we reduce, we get rid of, and we go boop. There you go, boop. Because sometimes Photoshop's really good at this. Other times it's not. But sometimes it is. So like all this white. We can generally sort of get rid of the stuff in between the pelvic bone. We can get rid of this stuff. Again, you don't need to get rid of it all because some of it is flavorful. It's like helpful for some of this. The white in the leg is fine. This stuff, however, up here kind of isn't, and you don't want a lot of that in your image. Same as this. Look, you see this? It goes way up and all this. The only problem with this is when you're using like Magic Select, it will sometimes just select an entire thing and just that. You see that? It sort of got rid of that. So then we need to add that back in. But it'll probably get rid of this when we do it. Cool. I think that's pretty good. We hit Control J. We grab ourselves Uno Skeletoni. Say hello to our boy. We could rub some of that out, couldn't we? We rub. Now you should all know how to do this at this point. Or anyone reading this, watching this, should know how to just rub out some white bits. There we go. Cool. I think he looks pretty good. We can zoom back out. We can get rid of that one. We can Control T him. Why is he so huge? Oh no. Haha. Hit Control T almost all the time so that you know what you're looking at. I thought I was looking at the skeleton. I wasn't. I was looking at him. I was looking at the stairs. Okay, lovely. And now we just grab this, we copy, we paste. We can just copy and paste here. And then we can just like grab and move. Aren't they beautiful? And then we can merge these. Oh, in fact, actually, some of you, like you, for instance, I might want Control T. Control T. There we go. I might want to flip horizontal. And same with you. I might want Control T. Actually, yes, you. Control T, flip horizontal. And I want this guy at the back. This one. Hello. Control T, flip horizontal. Lovely. Right. And now we're going to get an absolute ton of them together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add all of these together. I'm just holding Control and just like going up and down. Right click. We've done this before actually. Merge layers. So now they are all one big layer. One big load of boys. And then we can just copy and paste them. We can just move them around. And then copy and paste them. And we just move them around. Okay, right. You see, these are too high now. So I can bring these down loads. And what we can do is we can just like really stack them out. We can like curve them around. We can do stuff. We can also join them all together. This one's actually going to go in front. They're just going to be a mess of skeletons, really. That's what we're going for here. There we go. That looks beautiful. We can join them all together now. I think actually if you just hold shift, you can go from top to bottom. So if I click on the top one and then just hold shift and click, then yeah. You can merge layers again. And now, the fun stuff. Opacity. We can turn the opacity down. Boop. 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 And you see how like they all start to look pretty good. I don't like the way they're all just like together. They're all in like one straight line. You see this? You see this? What we'll actually do, I think, is we'll control T. You remember that distort thing that we were doing earlier, the warp one? We're just going to grab that. We're just going to grab these ones. Oh. They'll be fine. Oh, what am I doing? I'm being an idiot. I'm being like an actual idiot. Right, okay. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Cool, perfect. We're back to square one. We can just copy and paste this. Whew! And then we just move these. We put these behind the other ones. Oh, that is a... I clicked on the wrong thing. Control Z. We do Control. No, we do Control T. I don't like that. Yeah, I really didn't like that. Maybe we just stick with this. This looks pretty good, doesn't it? We can line them off by adding a stroke thing, as usual. Stroke. I mean, it looks better, actually. We could give them black. Yeah, because it just separates them off a little bit, and it separates the individual ones off. If we do, like, 4, let's say. Might even do more than that. Hold on. Stroke. Let's do... There. What? Try to do 9. Oh. I hit 0. I should have done that. Okay. That looks good. And then one last thing. I might move this all down. It feels a little bit scrunched at the top. How's that look? I think that actually looks way better. And then I can just put in like a chat thing. Have a look and see what we can do with the opacity of this. Ooh. Okay, you know what? That's actually looking better. Turn the opacity of the skeletons up a little bit. Beautiful. And we might rub the corners out on this because that looks a little weird. And then I think we're pretty much good to go. Hardness down to like 0. And we just rub these bits out because they look too strange. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And then maybe just get me and blow me up. Control T, make me big. And then maybe move me around here somewhere. Do I even need to be in it? I don't actually think I need to be in this at all. Maybe we just rub me out entirely. Cool. I like that. I like it when I'm not in things. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I don't like what that did to my head, actually. To that guy's head. Cool. Cool, cool. We'll just rub those weird bits out, like I said before. There we go. There we go. That looks really good. Maybe just like an absolute load of question marks up here. What do we say? I say yes. What is that? Oh well, doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now, and it makes it look magical. Maybe we do this. Maybe we make this at or little smaller. Oh, it looks like the sun, doesn't it? Let's try that again. No, it looks too big. Looks too weird. Almost look like a lens flare. Ah, you know what? No, we stick to that. I think that looks good enough. Yeah, I think that looks good enough. We might take the skeletons down just a little bit to show the stairs a little bit more. But realistically, I think that looks pretty good. I can fiddle around with this as much as... I could fiddle around with this forever if I wanted to. And merge layers. I can control T. I can move me up a little bit. Sure. And then I'll just add some text. It'll be like 1 minute. Point size, I want bigger. Color, I want like a nice yellow maybe. Sure. That didn't do what I asked it to do. Okay. I'm not sure on Broadway. That looks really nice, but I'm not sure on Broadway. Right, what do we go for? I don't like the U. Give me a newt. Give me a minute. Lovely. Oh, look. Oh, that was wrong, wasn't it? Give me one. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We can do 2 strokes. One can be black. The other one can be not inside, outside. Ooh. How big is this one? This one's 9. Make this one 10. So I'm just adding like a little bit of stuff around the outside of it. Cool. Just quick double check just to make sure of something. Cool. Yeah, I think yes. Right, lovely. And then we file, we export. Again, I never save all the layers and stuff like that because it'll take too much space on my computer. YouTube does 1280 by 720, which it will do for you as soon as you put 1280 in. And then you just choose the quality. But I think that'll do. And then we just hit OK. We just hit export. We choose what to name it. It's going to be 44, 45. Jesus, I should really have the light on. I can't see anything. Whoop. Cool. And we are done. And that is you done for